on 2K Sports. Welcome, fans. A Sunday broadcast of the NBA. It's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Phoenix Suns. Now it's time for the call by Kevin Harlan. Let's head on out to the land of the rising suns in Phoenix.
We make it cool to be.
And the players getting reacquainted prior to the tip. A pretty loose atmosphere out there. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. From the booth, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Spurs. And then for the Phoenix Suns, we've got Williams. We will see him go to work on that low block. One of the great centers right now in the league. Then it's O'Neal, and it's Brooks, and at the four-man position.
You know, the Suns really had a lot to overcome as they started the rebuilding project, and they just weren't the same team the home crowd was used to seeing, and the struggles were evidenced by that 17-24 record here at home.
And the Suns, who have been so good for so long here at U.S. Airways Center, you know, it really was strange to see them drop so many games on their home court.
Well, to give you an idea of just how dominant this team has been here in Phoenix, this was the first time since the end of the 2003-2004 season that they didn't have a home record better than 500.
Now, here's Green. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Pass to Fox. Number 5. And he's good on the three ball.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Here's Booker. Brooks with a screen on Fox. Here's Booker. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And Steve, it's also really remarkable what a solid shooter he is, even in the presence of tough, sticky defense. He smoothly and calmly executes.
Passes it to Fox. Wembanyama fires it up. That one's good from the corner.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Here's Booker. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the head coach for the Suns. With the amount of titles and rings the Spurs have racked up in their careers, Coach admitted it could be a little intimidating playing against them. He said Duncan is an instant Hall of Fame guy, and that can scare teams. We have to be fearless and play just like they are any other team, any other extremely talented team. Easier said than done, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. From outside the arc, gets it to go. He has 6.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Green dishes to Williams. Right side, Williams. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot. And it's Williams taking the drive. unofficial assist mark to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Good ball, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And the pass to Fox. They set the screen. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And as a 78% foul shooter last season, he was pretty steady at the line.
That free throw good from Fox.
The Spurs would end up as the second seed in the West and were right in the hunt for being the top seed for the majority of last season. But one reason they fell short was that they just weren't as good as they needed to be during in-conference games.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. That's out. Brooks covering. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now, here's Green.
Come on, punch him out, man.
The dish to Booker. Booker gets a screen from Williams. It's rebounded by Wembanyama. Going back to the Spurs, they did well against the West, but Steve didn't come close to matching the win totals of every other top team in the West.
Yeah, they would end the season with a 33-19 conference record, which, you know, is pretty good, but still only 5th best in the West. It shows you how strong the Western Conference was a year ago, particularly at the top.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
That's Sal, guarded by Green. Shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And Booker kicks to Brooks. He passes to Green. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Looks like he's trying to find a groove in this game. Just hasn't had it dialed in yet.
Spurs leading by 3. Wembanyama, Brooks covering, and Fox gets it to go. 6 points for him.
Boy, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
Kicks it to Green. There's the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere. I thought it might be a little improved to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. There's a minute 40 left here in the first quarter. Sohan defended by Dunn. Here's Harper. Second shot opportunity. Johnson, good. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Allen passes to Dunn. Again, Phoenix. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. To the paint. Here's Richards. And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a three-point play.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see. And what an amazing run it was for the Spurs last year in the postseason. Swept the Lakers, survived Golden State, and then dismantled Memphis on their way to the NBA Finals. And then, of course, we're seconds away from another championship banner.
Well, getting back to the Spurs, they look better and better as they went deeper into the playoffs, Clark. Heat were thought to be the heavy favorites at the start of the NBA postseason. But when they met in the finals, thoughts on who would win, I think, were pretty much split.
Yeah, and eventually, this was one heck of a series because the Spurs not only had experience and talent, but they had multiple options offensively and did such a terrific job sharing the ball. They took the Miami Heat to the limit, but at the end of the day, it came down to LeBron James and Dwayne Wade rising to the challenge.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, I tell you what, guys, it's a tough road to hoe when you're trying to rebuild in the Western Conference. There's just no room or margin for error. The teams pile on while you're down. A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Penny dishes to Harper. Pass to Sohan. A shot. Off the left rim and out.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Here's O'Neal. Offensive rebound. Goodwin passes to Dunn. Inside. Richards. It's good. And there's a block call on the play. He'll get one free throw.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Here's Harper. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Just 3 on the clock. Count that one. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Suns on top. They're up by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Phoenix.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
San Antonio trailing here. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, there is no doubt that Tim Duncan is one of the all-time great NBA big men, but his celebrity has never matched his talent. His guarded personality may have something to do with that. Duncan said, quote, "I'm not an extrovert. People try to be bigger than the game, to make themselves an individual brand. I'm not that guy. I love playing basketball, and that's what I want to do. I don't need the extra stuff." Guys, knowledge of self, so important.
Sure is. Thanks, Doris. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. The feed to Barnes. Back to Harper. Pass to Sohan. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Suleiman's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Spurs. Goodwin passes to Dunn. He kicks to O'Neal. Now the pass to Richards. Defended by Sohan. A baseline J. And he overshot that one, missing.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
To the middle. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them double up here.
I agree. They haven't been able to succeed with single coverage to this point.
San Antonio making a switch here. Fox is checked in.
You know, when you're one of the worst teams in the league, you have a lot of problems. And for the Suns, one of their biggest problems was that opponents shot very close to 40% against them from behind the arc. And that's just not a winning number.
Phoenix with the ball. Trailing by 4. Here's Richards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 7. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. As you said, Clark, with the Suns, dead last in the league in terms of opposing three-point percentage. Defense overall was a problem for him, Steve, but especially in closing out on shooters beyond the arc.
Well, the three-point shot, Kevin, has become such a huge part of every NBA team's offense now that if you're struggling to defend that line, you're going to really find yourself at the bottom of the league defensively and record-wise, and that's exactly where Phoenix found itself.
6 to shoot. Shot's good.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Johnson for 3. Gets the bucket. Johnson's got 5.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Suns trail by 4. Allen outside. He dishes it to Goodwin. Goodwin gets a screen from Dunn. Off the screen. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
San Antonio's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. San Antonio calls timeout.
Guys, you go back to the shortened season a year before last, and the Spurs were the best team on the road. But last year, they weren't nearly as dominant on the road. Still solid when leaving San Antonio, but far from the level they played at a couple of seasons ago.
The Spurs making a switch here. Pass to Fox. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And for the Spurs on the road last season, they would still win 23 games in hostile territory. And while that is more than the 22, Steve, they won in the shortened season, it's more as well.
Well, for the Spurs, Kevin, I think they did what they needed to do. The Spurs manage the regular season. They know when to turn it on and when they can maybe relax a little bit. The big thing is they just want to stay near 500 on the road, protect their home court, and be healthy going into the playoffs, and that puts them in a good position. You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 1. Williams kicks to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Williams, and it's good. Through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
That's good from Williams.
You know, it's no secret around the league, guys, that the Suns either have one of the best medical staffs in the game or they built their practice facility by the fountain of youth. More evidence of that came when Jermaine O'Neal found new tread on his well-worn tires.
Pass to Fox. Lets it go with the 3. No good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Outside, Green. Stripped it away. To the inside, it's Wembanyama, and he lays it straight in. Well, Clark, as you said, a lot of the players that left the Suns last season, such as Steve Nash and Grant Hill, had trouble keeping their health up. And Steve, I don't know, you've been in that organization. Whatever they are doing that are keeping those players healthy and in top shape has been working. They are admirable in the way they have led that club.
Well, it's a tremendous training staff. They've just always done a very good job of keeping their guys healthy by getting them in the training room every day for work, by combining the strength program with the training schedule. But a lot of confidence in that staff from the players, and I think it really shows.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Stolen by O'Neal. And here's the fast break. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
They got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
But that was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done.
For Phoenix, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And he knocks down the first one. Allen's checked in for O'Neal. So he gets them both. 36 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Passes it to Wembanyama. Baseline J on the way, and the jumper falls for him. He has 6.
Smart move with that mismatch he's got.
You know what? That extra advantage sure pays off on the mid-range jumper.
Fires at the elbow. And good. Got the Eagles that time as it falls. And the Suns lead by 4. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The pass to Fox. On deep. Can't get it to go. From midcourt. Can't hit. And the first half ends in a close one. Suns lead by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello and welcome. We've got a great one underway at U.S. Airways Center. The Suns are off to a good start. Their great passing has been fun to watch, keeping the ball moving and picking apart that D. And on the other side, San Antonio just keeps scrapping. Points in the paint, definitely in their favor. They stayed in attack mode down low. And that's it for us here in the studio. Time to send it on back out to Kevin Harlan and the gang for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. What a game we're seeing from Dunn.
Boy, you wonder how long he can continue to shoot the 3 ball as well as he has to this point. He's been lights out.
Steve, you know that as well as anyone, being the shooter you were. Sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks 3 feet wide.
Number 5, guarded by Green. Feeds to Olynyk. Working on Williams. Pocket 4. Here's Fox. Knocks down the 3 ball. 11 points in the game.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Suns leading. Here's Booker. Right side, Green. Gets it to go.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he was up over the 80% mark from the free throw line last year. I'm sure he was pretty happy with those numbers.
Spurs trail by 4. There's the pick. Vassell Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Outside, Green. He feeds it to Booker. Fires from deep. That's good. Booker's on 6.
Nice pass. Right on target.
San Antonio calls timeout.
I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Olynyk with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. He passes to Fox. Rocket 6. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Phoenix leading by 3. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect them.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Now, here's Green, who's got 13. Here's O'Neal. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, he absorbed the foul and had a chance to knock it down.
And that's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
First trip to the line for him here.
Well, last year at the free throw line, he was successful 76% of the time.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
This is to Olynyk. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. A pass to Fox. Number 5. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Feels like a flip has been switched at halftime because both teams now really getting after it.
And it's been a fun half of basketball, Steve.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And Booker kicks to Brooks. The bucket is good, and with a chance for one more. That one on Olynyk.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
The Suns making a switch here. Allen's checked in. The Suns have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. Spurs trail by 4. Olynyk the pass to Wembanyama. Brooks covering. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. San Antonio making a switch here. San Antonio with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Williams with the block.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Allen dishes to Green. Williams has a screen for Green. The drive by Brooks. Williams. That drops and it goes off an assist from Brooks. And it's 9 points for Williams.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
That's Sal, defended by Allen. They set the pick. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
O'Neal's checked in for San Antonio. The Spurs shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Yeah, and this club shot 77% as a team last year. Good, not spectacular, but solid.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Now here's Brooks. 5 points in the game. Green. Here's O'Neal. Those 3-pointers off the mark. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Shoots. Offensive rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range. I mean, it's got to be sky high.
Williams, a screen on Fox. Here's Green. Knocks it down from 7 feet. Green's got 15 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Fox. There's the pick. All sorts of time. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Green gets a screen from Brooks. But from Green, loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Green's got 7 now in this quarter. Spurs trail by 4. Passes to Fox. He's guarded by Williams. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
You love for any trip down the floor to end with a shot like that.
And the Spurs making a change here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they're also finding easy points from the free throw line, Clark. This is a team that is attacking, getting fouled, and making it pay.
No one near him. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 3.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they call it.
And great instincts, too. Just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Allen kicks to Green. Allen with the screen for Green. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Green's got 9 points now in just the second half. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
No question. If I'm them, I'm definitely going 2 for 1.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Suleiman, he's checked in for the Spurs. Good on both.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. dish to O'Neal. Three-pointer. Another miss by O'Neal. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Fox. Gets to the ring for 2 with the D all over him. He's got 17.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
Yeah, you're right, Clark. 7 lead changes already.
Here's Olynyk. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Suns ahead, up by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. Green against Johnson. Green kicks to Brooks. There's the feed to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Richards passes to Booker. Soft touch on the place. Booker's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Suns. Spurs trail by 3. Sohan passes to Fox. Sohan kicks to Johnson. There's the pass to Sohan. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. And Booker gets to Williams. And alley-oop jam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here's Fox. After the made shot from Williams, a pass to Fox. Back to Johnson. Leads him in there. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
Olynyk, he's checked in for San Antonio. Free throw good from Wembanyama. The Suns trailing. Now Green. He kicks to O'Neal. He dishes it to Williams. O'Neal. And the 3 off target.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
And that one's good.
Well, if you like offense, you'll love this game.
Yep, a high-scoring affair. Both squads saving their energy for the offensive end of the floor because they definitely aren't doing anything defensively.
Oh, that's blocked. Johnson with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. On the wing, and another basket for San Antonio. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Spurs?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Now, it seems to me that they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially at the offensive end, guys. They found the perfect spot behind the arc. They're big down on the defense.
Spurs leading by 3. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Johnson, the pass to Fox. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. O'Neal misses.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Wembanyama, the pass to Johnson. Pass out. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Timeout called. The Suns have to like what we're seeing from Fox.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Now, here's Green. Williams, a screen on Johnson. Green with the ball. Now defended by Olynyk. Just 5 to shoot. And Brooks. Here we go. Green. And it's blocked by Johnson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's the steal. A nice shot by Booker.
Now we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Spurs leading by 4. San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
San Antonio making a switch here. Quarter play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Fox, defended by Booker. Pass to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Picked away. Here's Booker, guarded by Fox. Such a wide open look. It's not only a 1-point San Antonio lead.
Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you've got it, take it. Who's got ball?
On Minneapolis, Brooks covering, down low. That's Sarah. Leaves it up and in off the pretty assist.
He's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 1:46 left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Booker, guarded by Fox. And the bucket comes. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
And it's tied up with that one.
That was critical, guys. Absolutely critical. And that's what we're used to seeing out of him.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. There's 1:40 left in the game. And Minneapolis, Brooks covering. And Minneapolis, the pass to Fox. A floater, so the whistle blows on the shot 2 free throws for the contact right there. Gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there, fellas. This one's a barn burner. Tight as me in an airport laboratory.
Outside, Green feeds it to Booker. Floats one up, and that one's good.
He is on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Here's Fox, defended by Booker. Number 5. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Booker dishes to Williams. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Here's Fox. It's in!
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 2. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth. Stolen away! And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. It's a 2-possession game now.
Here's Booker. It's good! And he is brought them to within 2 points. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there, and you hear it in their reaction.
And you can feel the energy throughout this building right now. What a huge shot.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. I mean, that's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
That's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
Green kicks to O'Neal. 3-pointer. Shea get it again. From deep 3-point range, it's off. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.